So, der Marc vom Piercingstudio Wien da. Wir haben die Serbewasch da. Ich werde Deutsch und Englisch sprechen und wir machen ein Augenbrauenpiercing. So, we do eyebrow piercing. What do you prefer? So shall I start in German and you ask in English if you don't understand something? Or shall I say in English and we switch to German? What is better?
Yes, ich habe Angst vor
And which language is easier for you? Which language? English?
Yeah.
Okay. So you are from Iran.
Yeah.
So since when are you here?
Seit
Oh, but you speak quite good German. How does it come? Where did you study? Here?
Ich studiere seit 18 Monaten.
Cool. If I would speak Arabic.
Arabic nicht, Persisch.
Okay, Persisch. Sorry. Persisch, but it's similar somehow, is it or not? Is it completely different? Totally different? But anyhow, whatever. Arabic or Persisch, I would not speak as good as you, I'm sure. This is a very hard language, I guess. Which side of your eyebrow do we do? So you know, you are a nurse, so you know a little bit about hygiene. So she asked me in the beginning if we are really doing it clean, hygiene, everything. So of course we do it. It's what we're famous for. Working 100% sterile, using sterile gloves, sterile tissue, sterile needles, sterile clamps, everything. Also the jewelry is sterile, so it's really very good. Very important is the aftercare information and that you treat the piercing well. Because what I can do is I can do my best to work in here, but at the end of the day, you as customer have to take care that the piercing is in a good healing process and use the right product. Okay? So what we first of all do, now we did the disinfection, now we will use a scale for the measurement because I need to have some space. Actually we will do it something like 8 millimeters, which is a good size for the eyebrow piercing. Okay? And I will recommend you the place where we do it. It should not be too much inside, not too much outside. You know, maybe there is the nerve called trigeminus. You heard about this? It's a nerve, and we will not do the piercing through this one. So this is, you have to know where it goes. So you always keep your eyebrows in this shape. So take a look in the mirror. And take your time. What we can do is we can move it more in, more out. Actually, more out?
It's shown here.
Yeah. What do you mean, lower? To put this one? To this lower? Okay. Okay, and then look. Wait. This is a matter of taste. You cannot do it too low because then it's getting too long. Better for you? Because in the beginning I wanted to make it closer to your eyebrow, but if you like it like this more, it's up to you. There is no really wrong or right. It's a personal decision. You like it? Perfect. So in the beginning, we always use sterile titanium. After 6 weeks, we can change it to something else, like gold plated or black or whatever you want. 6 weeks, 6 long. So in the beginning, there will be, if you want a crystal on it, or it's just plain nice. This is, for example, just plain balls without any crystal. And if you want it to have a little bling, you can put these for you. Just well, billig. It's I know what you mean. It's not that big difference. Look, we have 2 ball sizes. The one I showed you is 3 millimeters, and this is 2.5. If you want it to be, the hole we do is the same hole. Okay? Okay, that's the same deal. But the question is, do you want the balls smaller
Smaller.
or bigger? So we use the smaller one.
Yeah.
So we have, the question was if we wanted to have it in 3mm or 2.5, and now we're choosing 2.5.
Entschuldigung, der Preis ist gleich.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Groß, mein Großmann ist
Dein Groß? Okay.
Ja.
Well, don't you worry. No, the prices, of course, it's the same. It would be ridiculous if you say now it's bigger, you have to pay more. But it's better you ask, because in some studios they make these tricky games. So, in the beginning, I use a bauble, a banana bauble.
Okay.
This is a little longer. Later on, we can do it a little smaller, so it looks even more close, more tiny. Okay. But in the beginning, if there is a swallowing, we have to admit that give the tissue the permission that it can swallow out and go back. Okay. This is why we need to piercing, which allows a little space. Okay. In 6 weeks, come back here, and we change it to a shorter one. Okay. And if you want, we can do it in the Yeah. Don't do it yourself. If you never change the piercing yourself, don't do it yourself the first time. It's also better because I can check if everything works fine, if we need to do something, or you need to use another spray or gel or whatever. It's better to check. What happens to the eyebrows sometimes? This is also important if you listen to this. Through the eyebrow, the eyebrows grow, okay, the hair grows out. So sometimes a hair wants to grow out and touches the piercing. And then it goes like this, it breaks or it gets stuck, and then it's getting a little infected. So this can happen sometimes, maybe one time a year, maybe never. It could happen that it's a little red, irritated, and there's a little pus around it. So actually you just want to put some cream, some antibiotic or something, or sometimes you can see the hair and pull it out and it's gone. This is a normal issue, but just to let you know, you don't have to be afraid about it, but it's good to know that this might happen, even if it really happens very seldom, but it's good to know before. So we're using, like you said, because you're a nurse, you're really, for you it's important, everything sterile, like the tissues, the gloves, the jewelry as you see, so this is important. So I hope this makes you a little more relaxed. So the cleaning aftercare, actually, I have aftercare information in English. This is handwritten, so I give it to you, and you just take a look at it. This is, like we said, a sterile needle. You want to clean the piercing 2 times a day. Always start in mornings and evenings for the next 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, we will do it just 1 time. Okay, and we use Prontolind spray and gel, and I explain you just right away. I will do the piercing now, and then I will explain you right away how to treat it. Okay, so I'm changing my gloves to the sterile ones, and then we're good to go. Any questions so far? No? Great, let's start. So, okay, we're good to go, good to do the piercing. But do you like Vienna?
Yeah.
It's a nice city, huh? It's pretty cold for you, or?
Yeah.
Well, now it's getting warmer. I hope spring will start soon. But I think in your country, for the minimum temperature, you always have something like 15 degrees, or do you have something like minus?
Minus, yeah.
Also, can it be that cold in the winter?
Not as cold as here, but yeah, cold.
0.4. Well, we had. You're here for 6 months, you said. Yeah. So you had -20, we had -20, which was really cool. Oh. For time being, it looks as spring will come. But I think 4 days ago we had snow, I remember, right?
Yeah.
Last weekend we had snow, I think. Now it looks like spring is just to start. I hope it will start soon. So, all right. And in Marc, is it very common to do piercings? Because I have a lot of customers from there that do the piercings here in Europe, and they go back home. I think down there are not many studios, or how is the system? Or are there piercing studios, the 2 studios, piercing studios? No, you don't have a studio like we. This doesn't. Maybe they do it in the underground or something. Or, you know what I mean?
Nein.
Like we have a piercing studio.
Okay.
In a shop. Do something like this exists in Iraq or Iran?
Iran, yeah. For this in Iran.
But only ears and something.
Yeah,
Eyebrows they don't do?
No.
No ears.
I'm afraid and I can't.
You cannot really listen
Yeah.
to my words. And I cannot speak
I'm so
Persisch.
sorry.
I cannot speak Persisch. So
Okay.
you want to close your eyes.
Okay.
They will water because of the trigeminus nerve. So just relax. If you are a nurse, I'm sure you know how a needle feels in your body because you tried this at home, on your arms or somewhere else. So this will be no big thing for you. And this is very done very fast. That's it. We're done.
Okay.
So perfect. We hit the points exactly. So that's it. Piercing is in already.
Finish?
Yes. You can open your eyes if you want. I'll give you a tissue right away. How do you feel? Everything okay?
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
This looks great.
Oh, thank you.
Like I said, in the beginning it's too long. So later on we can do it shorter, which will look, of course, a little more
Yeah.
girly, more
Und how can I das treat?
treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you how to treat it.
Thank you.
First of all, you're welcome. First of all, you want to clean this 2 times a day. So always wash your hands and disinfect your hands before you touch the piercing. Never touch it during the daytime. So what we're going to do is we start with washing your hands, disinfecting your hands. Then you use Prontolind spray, which is this one. Prontolind spray, you use a little bit on your finger and just spray it on the piercing directly, okay? Just spray it on the piercing directly, okay? Leave it on for 20 to 30 seconds. The spray will not hurt your eyes, so you can close your eyes, but also if it goes in your eye, it will not burn or something, okay? This is without a feeling. Step 2 is then you take a tissue. The tissue you spray with the Prontolind spray, and then you can fold it like this, and then you just can clean easily the upper and lower side of the piercing and wipe the crust and dirt away. Because on the eyebrow, of course, you have some makeup, some cream, maybe hairspray, and you walk around, so it's dusty. It's always good to clean it mornings and evenings with the spray and the tissue. Final step, and I'm giving this in English to you, so you don't have to remember, is Prontolind gel. This one is made like this, so you can take a little bit in your fingertip and just cream it on the front and the back side, and also in between the eyebrows. You just put it here and here, and move the piercing gently back and forth. So really a small amount, like one of the piercing ball is enough for the whole eyebrow. Okay, and that's it. And we do it in the first 3 weeks, 2 times a day, which means in the morning and the evening, and another 3 weeks, 1 time a day, just in the evening. In total 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, you just pass by, make an appointment before, because now you actually stepped in, and you were quite lucky because I finished another customer a little earlier, so I could fix you in. Actually, we were booked very well, so please always make an appointment before, and then we do the change for a shorter one. Okay? So far so good. Do you color your hair? I see this. No, it's nothing against it, but the next 6 weeks, please don't do it. Also your eyebrows, don't do it. Very important, because the color consists, I don't know in English, Wasserstoff peroxide. This is really a bad thing. This makes the piercing infected very easy. So please don't do it in the next 6 weeks. If you color your hair in a barbershop or whatever, you of course can do it, because I had they can do it if they wash it out backwards. It's no big deal. But if you do it at home and the color washes out of your face, you will be in trouble for sure. Okay? Any questions? Was it painful?
Nein.
You would do it again. You would do it again. Great, perfect. So it was a pleasure having you here, and thanks for making this possible that we could take the movie. Any last words? Any questions? Nothing? Great. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and yeah, See you in 6 weeks. Bye bye.
Danke.
Ciao.